Alright, the fire has begun. It's about 7:20. So what you can see here, and for scale, this is a 2-meter shovel. It's basically that's as wide as the fire is allowed to be. And what I've got here is a bunch of small brush and some logs, some of which are fairly wet now, sitting on the top. It did get sprinkled a bit. That's actually good, because what we want here is the opposite of complete combustion. So this here is a regulation sort of 2x3 meter, and as things move in that direction, I'll light the other set of kindling at the other end and kick this around. The objective is not complete combustion to ash, but rather this. This is a piece of biochar. It's a charred stick. It still has all its structure, but it's all pitted, and you can see how well that it sticks, soil sticks to it, and the growing medium sticks to it. So that's what we want burned down the whole length, the outer layer charred, and the inside basically permeable to bacteria. So that's what we want all of this to be, and of course some of it won't, it'll just become ash, but the objective is to kick it around a fair bit and put water on the bigger pieces if they start to get too close to complete combustion. So I'm going to be babysitting this fire for a while, but this is it in its starting state. Any uncombusted sticks can just sort of stay for structure, or won't do any harm, but by and large we're aiming at that kind of very charred structure you're now seeing, where the fire chars the outside and moves on. So this fire is built very tall and very loose, and you want the fire to just rush through it and partly char everything, then kick it apart. Really want it to move rapidly from one place to another, so you start it in the direction the fire is blowing, and you keep, pay close attention to it. It is, now we're into April, and it's wildfire season, so this whole area, as you saw, is wetted down, and so actually are some of the larger logs, which will mean that they should just char and not completely combust. So I was trying to keep them dry. They did get a little wet, but this should take no more than an hour to get everything sort of to char level, and then I'll have to kick the char around, and I'll be starting it over at that end, so that there's like a 2x3 meter fire here, and then as this burns out and gets kicked out, then I deal with that one. So in the morning we'll see how well we did at getting everything to that char level, and that stick's a bit too big. I would actually be happy if pieces ended up essentially 10 to 20 centimeters long, so that they rot from either end. And you can see here that I've laid the long sticks down the long way, and I've laid the shorter sticks down diagonally and sideways, and where I've started here at where the wind coming in, I've just piled a fair bit of this brush just to get things going. So this way no ash is wasted on the burn site. It'll all end up dropping into the hugel. The heat may actually burn a little bit of the seaweed, which isn't too bad. It'll release some minerals. And we'll just get a reasonable variety of things going on in the soil here, much like a natural forest fire. This really can't spread. The wind is very low, and the soil around it is now very wet, and I've got the hose on standby, and I'm just going to be tending this the entire time. So that's the objective, and we'll see tomorrow how it works. Bye.